first is talk to your friends and connections. Guys, never ever feel that you should hide your weaknesses. Or if I talk about my weaknesses, about my rejections to my friend, then it will create a bad image of myself, because everyone gets rejected. Believe me, everyone gets rejected. I myself have got rejected so many times, and believe me, I used to have the same feeling when I was in college. My friends were getting offers from big companies, and I was going in every interview and I was getting rejected. I myself didn't get any. I wasn't even shortlisted for the very first round in my internship days. And a lot of friends have got such a big offers, such a big internships from big companies. So it's okay to talk. It's okay to talk to your seniors. If you don't want to talk to your dear friends, then you should talk to people who are good in this field. You should go to LinkedIn. You should ask any. There are a lot of mentors available on LinkedIn, on these platforms. You should just ask them that, hey, hi, I'm facing these problems. I'm facing these issues. Am I doing anything wrong? And you should guide me, or they're very good people, because everyone have experienced what are you experiencing. So it's always good to talk, have more and more experiences of your friends and connections. Second thing is fear of rejections. A lot of people have this fear that what's the point of asking, what's the point of applying in Google, mera to hoga hi nahi. I won't even get selected. Guys, if you're not even applying, then you're already rejected. So at least apply and then get rejected. Look, I'm not saying that you will get rejected, but at least apply and then get rejected, or maybe you will crack. In fact, that happened with me as well. I got rejected with so many companies, but every time I get any rejections, I was like, okay, there's something more I need to work on, and I will crack next company. Believe me, that happened. I was also working in a very small company 4-5 years ago, and I used to have the same fear that what's the point of applying to Amazon or Google? My resume will not get shortlisted. But I talked to my friends. I discussed with the people who are already working in those companies. I changed my resume. I applied. I did get interview calls. I did apply for those interviews. I was able to crack the rounds as well, and I did get some very good offers. So it's all in your mind. Trust me, it's all in your mind, guys. What I have seen, more than 50% of people in the top tech companies are not from tier 1 colleges. A lot of people have asked me this question that I'm not from good college. I'm not from good background. My resume will not get shortlisted. Trust me, guys, I used to have the same notion 4 years ago when I was also working in a small company, that because of the colleges, that only tier 1 college students can only crack these companies. But when I work for these companies, but I have seen that I think in my team as well, out of 25 people, maybe less than 5 people were from very good colleges, and just all the people were from private colleges or state universities, and with very good experiences, very good expertise. So, and you yourself can do this activity. Go to any big company page, LinkedIn page, just select the job profiles and just check out the next 50 people. You will yourself see and check their college backgrounds. It's very big myth that just because I am from tier 1 college, I will be able to get selected, and if I'm not able to get selected. So don't have this point in your mind. You should be very good in coding. Your concept should be clear. That's enough. So trust me, that will be enough. You may face issues in getting interview calls, but it's okay. There are other ways as well. You can directly talk to the recruiter. You can ask for referrals. You can ask for random people over LinkedIn as well to get interview call. And then it's all about your expertise. I personally taken so many interviews in mock interviews as well. Trust me, guys, I've never paid any attention to any people's college name. If I'm asking a coding question and if that person is able to crack it, that's enough for me. If I'm asking an HLD round, and if he knows how to design an Instagram, or how to solve this engineering problem, that's enough for me. I don't care from which background or from which college or from which study he is coming. If he is able to crack, he is meeting my expectations, or if he is meeting any interviewer expectations, that's all that they see. I'm telling you, this happens. Have patience and study. A lot of people are very impatient. Like, I'm not getting interview call. I just applied. I didn't get any call next 2 days. It's okay. There are n number of ways. Maybe your resume get lost in thousands of resumes. Maybe you have some mistakes. Maybe you're not good enough for that particular job profile. Apply to next job. In fact, what I have seen, that if the job is too old, if it is already 10 to 20 days older, then recruiters have already shortlisted the candidate. So don't waste your time in applying in those jobs. And have patience. Like, you will crack. You definitely crack. Just study keep applying and have patience, because it's a long term journey. You have like 40 years of a career. It's okay. It's not like I have to crack Google in 1 month. It will take time, six months. Maybe you will go to a better company and then you will switch in next 2 years to go to the Google. Okay, yeah, avoid her mentality. My friend is working in that company, my friend is doing this, so I should also do this. Or I am doing coding because it's cool, it's catchy, it's very in this market. Don't have this mentality. You should always keep asking this question. I still ask these questions to myself after 5 years, 6 years experience, that why am I in this industry? Why do I wanted to become a software engineer? What am I doing in this company? What problem am I solving? What is my next 3 to 4 years goal? So all these questions you should ask yourself. You should keep asking that why you are developing any app. Why do you want to learn a backend? Why do you want to learn front end? If you have a clarity of this question in your mind, you will be able to really enjoy this industry or really enjoy this career. If you don't get clarity, and if you're only doing this just because all my friends are also software engineers, it's never, you will never be able to do anything good in long run. And the last is think long term. Obviously, it's not a 1 day thing. You just crack the interview, you go to the Google, then what? Obviously, it will take years. It will take time for you to build your career. You build your profile. You need to learn a lot. Always think 10 years ahead. Always think 20 years ahead, because this is something which is setting up your basics. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to work for startups. It's okay to get failed sometime, but think long term. Experiment yourself in first 5 years of your career, and always think long term. Where do I see myself after 10 years, after 15 years? If I want to go to abroad, then I should take that path which will take me closer to that path. If I want to do MS, and then do MS, then go for MS, and then work for those companies. So always think long term. So this was the bonus step, where we discussed a lot of mental health points, and these are very important points. And these are the points which actually help you to crack first two steps. So have patience, don't have fear of rejections, talk to your friends and connections, keep asking yourself why you're working in this industry, why do you want to become a software engineer, why do you want to work for any good company, what problem you are solving. Think long term. It's not a short term business, it's not a short term goal. You have already passed your colleges, you have early in your 20s, or maybe late in 20s. It's very important to get to have long term goals. And believe me guys, the last point is that don't have that notion in your mind that if I'm not from tier 1 college, I will not be able to crack an interview.